Hi, and welcome to my daily tarot reading using a tarot perspective to help you make the shift into 5D consciousness. So these are the cards that I pulled today, and we are going to talk about choice. So we've got the Two of Wands, where there's two wands on the picture. We've got the World, which also has two wands here, and we've got the Lovers, which has two people in it. So in the 3D dimension, there's always two of everything. There's two options. There's yes or no. There's good or bad. There's right or wrong. And every day we have to make decisions about something because we live in a dimension of duality. And in 5D, there is no duality. So how do we bridge this duality with going into non-duality? That is not going to be an easy thing to do because it's a total shift in the mind of how you deal with choice. So in the 3D world, we make choices based on our preferences. You want something, right? So do you want this or do you want that? Which do you like better? Those are the kind of decisions we're dealing with, both when it comes to finding a path, finding a job, dealing with the world, picking a lover. It's always about choosing one over the other. But there is a problem with choice. Every time you make a choice, you say yes to one thing and no to something else. And in that no, there is resistance. And if you look at sickness, every sickness that you can have is caused by resistant thought. The more resistance you have in your system, the more dense and heavy you become spiritually. You can feel it when you talk to people who are full of resistant thought. It's hard to have a conversation with them. You feel drained afterwards because they have a low frequency. So every time you say no to something, it actually lowers your frequency. So how do we deal with that in 5D? Because I'm sure people in 5D have preferences too. There is a religion called Tantra that actually touches upon this. In Tantra, they teach you to say unconditionally yes to everything that life is offering to you. And if you've ever tried to say yes to everything, it's not an easy thing to do. They call it unconditional yes, which means that no matter what is happening, you're going to say yes to it either way. You're not going to judge if something is good or bad, right or wrong, or if you like it or if you don't like it. You're just going to say yes. That is what it's like to live when you have no resistance whatsoever, which is something most of us are not quite ready for yet. It's a very difficult thing to do, but it's definitely something to strive for sure. But there is another way we can deal with it too. And that is by saying, I would prefer this. For example, if I go and look for a house and I have a long list of things that I want in this house, I want a garage, I want a fireplace, I want a backyard with lilac bushes, and I go and look for a house and it's almost a match, but there's some things missing. Instead of saying, no, I don't like this house, let's keep looking for something else, I can say to the universe, wow, that was a pretty close match. I really like this, this, and this about this house, and it would be really nice if you could add a fireplace next time you show me a house. And then we go and see another house, and the house has a fireplace, but it doesn't have a backyard, or it doesn't have a garage. And I say, well, you did good on this one. I like the fireplace, but I would love to have a garage too, because I have so many things. Do you suppose you can add that to your list? That is a very positive way of communicating with the universe and telling them what you want without resisting or saying no to anything. This is just a subtle difference, but energetically, it is very different than saying, no, 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 I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this. Because then you're focusing on all the things that you don't like instead of saying, I do like this and this and this, but I would love to add this and this to the list as well. It's the same thing when you're looking for a lover. You're putting out your intentions to the universe. This is the kind of person I'm looking for. He has to be funny. He has to make me laugh. He has to have money. This and that and this and that. And then the universe starts bringing you somebody, and you go out on a date, and you go home after the date and you say, that sucked. That was not a match at all. I didn't like that. don't ever send me a guy like that again. Well, that's one way to deal with it. Or you can say, hey, that guy was kind of funny. He wasn't totally a match. I didn't really feel any chemistry with that guy, but it was definitely a step in the right direction, and I would love it if you could find me somebody like that where I could actually feel chemistry too. And then you get excited about the next person that you're going to meet. So I hope you understand the difference here between yes and no. I want this and I don't want that, to it's all good. I would love to have this and this as well, but other than that, everything is good. So you can play around if you want to with unconditional yes and see where that takes you. It could be an interesting experiment, and it would definitely help you raise your vibration and get out of the resistant thought that has become so common in the 3D. Okay, so that was the 5D message about choice. I hope you like it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!